to the side here like this, and then I'm gonna spin and get my head underneath his so that I wind up looking up at him this way, and I'm a little more perpendicular. He starts to bring his hands in like he's wanting to defend somehow. So I want to go up and down. This one's going to push down, this one's going to come up, and I'm going to start threatening the choke right away and taking this hand out of the mix that he can't defend with it now. I'm going to threaten this until he arm wrestles me, and I'm going to let him win the arm wrestling contest eventually. Take this out here like a little short Americana. I'm going to step over the arm, shoot back in, and now I can still get the choke. I can finish this one-handed. Sometimes just grab the back of my neck and just squeeze here like this. It's not optimal, but it works. Or I can free the bottom side arm here like this, come up, and then finish with a short choke, or go in for the full rear naked choke like this. Now, some other things that we can look to do too, I'm going to show kind of a little bonus. This is really mean, and if you're into wrist locks and into like really, you know, ostracizing yourself from the rest of class and making a lot of enemies in class, then this is a good one for you to do. If we get here and he's playing this baseball bat control on my arm like this here, notice this arm here, I'm scooting up in between. I'm going to put my hands together in a gable grip like this, and I'm going to squeeze here like this, and it sucks really bad on his wrist. Now, I could use that as a wrist lock if I'm really mean, or I could just use that to kind of do this and strip it free, and then I can come back here and start to choke. Here's another good habit that, or another good like tip that I picked up from watching, I believe it was watching Marcelo Garcia several years back, and he was giving this piece of advice. And we would get here, and if he's defending this way, right? So I'm going here. Now, he can be strong enough to pull my arm away like this here, but he's rarely strong enough to stop me from going here on the thumb pad and peeling that hand away like that. Now, he still has this one, but this one is not quite good enough to stop the choke. So what can happen sometimes, I'll do this 2 or 3 times. I'll strip that free, let him go back and get it again because he feels like he'll be more successful next time. And every time that I strip it, I'm ratcheting a little bit tighter with this choke until finally it's too late, and then I'm gonna go back to my short choke because it's a little more effective when his head is flat against me. Sometimes I can't get behind the head like this like I need to. I don't want to go on top of the head here like this because he'll strip this arm down and start to escape. So again, that one is, if we go here, he comes up, he defends like this. I strip one here like this, strip every time, ratcheting until finally I can get my short choke, use my head to help squeeze, hide my forearm behind his back like that. Something I can do that's a little bit more tricky for him to deal with is, instead of like keep fighting for the choke, is, look, I'm gonna let him pull my arm out, and I'll get my knee inside here like this, and then I'm gonna hug my leg. But what happens when I did that is I trap this arm here. So now that arm is trapped, this hand here inside my leg, I grab and hold down here on the wrist. So if we get here like this, and he's really doing a good job of pulling here, I'm gonna hug my own leg, trapping his arm, get a hold of this wrist inside here like this. I wanna come inside here and frame like this here, and then I start to fall back to the side. He rotates to try to face me, and look, I bite in nice and tight, and I have my triangle. Or he'll see what's coming and he'll stop this rotation. So if that's the case, I'm gonna do the same kind of setup here like this. We get here, and if from here, he's not gonna rotate quite as much whenever I fall to the side, or he knows I'm baiting him, so he doesn't rotate at all. So then what happens in that case, I'm gonna come here, frame, and get this one behind here. This is the same one that I was wrapping over with. I hook behind his head like this, bring this one in front, squeeze, turn my knees the same direction, and then go back and finish this straight arm lock this direction here. Anyway, guys, those are a few options that might be a little bit different than you're used to. If all you're stuck with is just going rear naked choke, and you need a few more options like that, these are some good ones.